Fourth lesson on the basics of sociology for GCSE, culture, role and status. Role and status. You can recall definition, understand, keywords, jobs, things you do, official and unofficial. An official job, I'm a teacher, unofficial job, I'm a father. Constant, all the time, changing, achieved and ascribed. Very important word for role and status. Achieved, something you've earned in some way. Ascribed, something that was given to you at birth, you didn't earn it. The Queen is an ascribed role and status. Doctor here is an achieved role and status. Tramp is an achieved role and status. In sociology, achieved doesn't have to be positive. Automatic, unthinking means the same thing, you do it without really thinking about it. So, quiz here on the last lesson on values. Read them. If you can't answer these questions, watch the previous video. So, roles and status. Things that you do, roles that you play, like in drama. Status is what other people think about you. Got it? Roles are parts you play. Status is what other people think of you if you're playing those roles. Queen, mother, friend, tramp, doctor, teacher, builder. These are all roles and statuses. So, role. This is what it sounds like. A part you play. Everyone does this all the time. I am currently playing the teacher role. I'm playing a role, just like in drama. And with each role comes a set of norms. When you're playing a certain role, you behave in a certain way. There's a lot of rules that go with the role. E.g., I'm playing the teacher role. I speak a certain way. I dress a certain way. I behave a certain way. And if I came to school wearing the clothes I wore at the weekend, it would confuse people. If I was wearing jeans and a t-shirt instead of a suit and tie, with each role comes a set of norms, ways of behaving. The purpose. They make things run smoothly. They tell you how to behave at different times. If you are in a classroom as a student, that's a role, and you behave in certain ways. When the bell goes and you go for a break, you become a friend to your mates. And your behaviour, the role changes. Then when you go home, you become son, daughter, and the behaviour changes. With each role, every time you switch role, which you do automatically without thinking about it, you change the way you behave. You change the norms. You may be walking home with your friend from school. Now, while you're walking along and talking, you may be swearing, using bad language. You then say bye to your mates, going through the front door, and you don't swear. Because you've swapped roles, as you've swapped roles from friend to son or daughter, as you swap that role, the way you behave change, the norms, the language change. Some roles have conflicts within them. If you're playing a role and there's sort of two roles at once, it can cause problems. So, for example, if you're a teacher, you're playing a role, and one of the kids in your class is related to you, son, daughter, niece, nephew, that can cause conflict within a role. That's called conflict within a role. Because you're not quite sure how you should behave, and the person you're talking to, you're with, doesn't know how they should behave, because you're playing two roles at the same time, and they differ. Status. Status is really important. This is how we control people. We make them want to obey the rules and norms, want to play the correct role. Yeah, it works like this. If you do everything right in our culture, if you follow the norms, the values, you play the roles, you get rewarded with high status. This girl here is receiving high status. People admire her. If you look at the picture start here, the doctor. This doctor, she is well paid, but that's not just it. She is respected. She has high status, we call that. And that's partly why you do the job. You follow the rules, you obey the norms, you're successful in terms of our values, and you get high status. If you fail in the culture, if you do not follow the values, obey the norms, and play the rules, you get low status. The tramp, the drunk tramp has low status. It's not just a horrible life they have to live. We look down on them. They failed in terms of our culture because they have not followed the rules. This reward and punishment system works. It keeps most people do the things we want them to do most of the time. So, you can then go on, look at these, you can pause it, and there are various exam questions, an ascribed status, given at birth, an achieved status you've earned somehow, and various other questions.